If you're in the Illinois area, well, actually upper Chicago region here, they are going to be having a tournament for the Dual Link Dragon. It's going to be a 3v3 tournament. I'll leave a link down below so you can check out their Facebook page. They asked me to shout this out, so I figured it's the least I could do for an old friend. So, yeah, give this a little chance here. This is something that you're interested in playing here in the near future. Link will be down below. Let's pass over to Market Watch, shall we? Big 30% of you that have not smashed the ever-living, you know what I'm about to say. Make sure you guys smash it so you guys don't miss out more Oz content. So we are going to be looking at, well, one of the more interesting little developments out here. Actually, these were 45 2 days ago, and these actually just got destroyed off the market. We're pretty huge uptick here, back up to $55. But, I mean, the rest of the Mankonco stuff in the lower rarity section isn't that bad. And the knees here are 37 bucks. Reflection Rondos are $27. Honestly, Reflection Rondo is probably one of the best looking cards out here. We have some subtle movements on Ohime, and I mean, like, it's kind of subtle. Actually, not so subtle. Look at all those movements between 6'6" and 6'5". People are paying up to $22 a piece for these, but kind of looking at how things are going right now, you're pretty much $17. You've got 7 pages left of these, more like probably 6.5. Water Aberesque here, now 10 bucks actually. Okay. And then, you know, from the rest on down, it all starts to disappear. There are lots of different ways and opinions on how to play the deck. I love the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players have differing opinions out here on things they should do. But one list had success. A few more people are kind of looking at it right now and going, you know, like maybe I want to give this a shot. Either way, it's a really fun deck to play. All right, what else we got? Oh, Herald of Orange Lights. Well, you know, all it took was the card moving from 1 to 2 to send this thing into an entirely different orbit here. And I mean, to be fair, back from 310, this has had a very steady increase, I mean, over time, for the last 3 months. Also, $68, $188. I mean, it's not like this has had a recently large amount of sales, but you can definitely tell that people have been picking these up over time. And I mean, you're up to 125, on up to 130 here, and then you jump up very harshly. I don't think this card's going to recover probably at any point, so just a little bit of a heads up here. If you missed, you know, your ship to want to pick this up, I don't see a recovery point here for the chance for you to, you know, pick these up. It's just kind of, I think it's the downside of the market right now, so you gotta love new ban list stuff. Adamanticators. Well. Researchers are doing their thing. I guess I can say again. Keep in mind, you know, yeah, we don't have Block Dragon, we don't have a lot of the cards that tend to make the degenerate interactions with this, but I mean, you've had a few sales, just a few. And I mean, if you're already seeing these hit the $13 to $14 mark, you know, and start to see these kind of upward tick here, you just got to be aware of that. Dragites are also, I love the fact that Secret Dragite has been, you know, $4 to $5 for so long. Leonites here coming in at dollars. Adamantipator Friends also at dollars. Analyzer's still cheap, and Seekers still cheap as well. And Reprint Dragites are also almost $1 at this point in time. Gotta love good old Ultras out here. Yeah, outside of that, it just appears that, you know, the main perpetrators are these two here for slight movements on the market. Oh boy, Bystials. You know, Lubellion, it did have its peak here, but I mean, $69. You're $69 to $68. Okay. But what else is going on in the world of the rest of the Bystials? Well, Magna Hut is on a one-way ticket back up to the oopsie daisy land. I already see that somebody paid $20 to pick these up today. 15, 17. It's a matter of time. You're on 5 pages of these, and they are spinning on up here. I didn't think that we would see a time where these are, you know, coming back, but the thing that's making Bystials really good right now is actually their attack points. Not so much the interruptibility, but like the fact that they are incredibly huge monsters. And to top things off, you know, the searchability you get for this, Dragon Link actually is in love with this card right now. Like, this card has been so good Actually, Jerusalem has been a gosh darn close second for like good cards this format. Dissipator is still sitting at 10, 11 bucks. Jerusalem's not having as much of a crazy uptick right now. I mean, they're still coming in at $6, but as we're heading on into new format right now, you know, you are seeing that rebalancing of light and dark aspects in the meta. Yeah, Magna Hut and Jerusalem both smashing on into the format here as cards that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Oh boy, here we go again. Rescue Ace Hydrants, $43. This actually is kind of down here from what somebody actually spent $72. Why would you do that when they're 48? I love Yu-Gi-Oh players and their inability to look at prices. Looks like Turbulence Collector's Rare is also floating about, still $35. Okay, that's not that remotely crazy. I feel like that's pretty normal at this stage. Hydrants are down to 25 listings for the regular versions here. And yes, that is $13. You are seeing players have finally said, screw it, we're picking these up. And then these are $3-ish. Well, you know, I'm not all that surprised, honestly. Going forward, I think, you know, especially with how this format has set up, I think a few people are very excited for this. Obviously, you know, the ability to play through massive back row can be an issue for certain decks, but something to be aware of. What else we got here? Marincest cards. Huh. You know, this is still $259. Coral Anemones, still $6-7. Dive has been gaining a little bit of traction. It's been upticking for a little while, but it looks like, I feel like we've restabilized here. See, Lowe's verified like $730 in terms of value, which isn't horrible. Yeah, they're pushing up to $8. That's kind of crazy to me, considering, you know, like the rest of the Marincest deck isn't crazy. Blue Tanks here are $7. Blue Slugs coming in about the $4. Pascalis also coming in about the $3 to $4 mark. And reprint Blue Slugs are actually about $2 to $3 right now. That's actually kind of impressive, all things considered. Okay, well, Blue Slugs doing their thing. Just be aware that, you know, Marincest is always going to be one of those dark horse decks in the format. Salesman. So we're starting to see a little bit of shenanigans in the OCG with this. I just wanted to bring this to people's attention that these are very, very cheap right now. And, you know, whether or not the card takes off, OCG tech choices are always a very interesting thing to kind of keep track of. So when you kind of get the opportunity to see that, I just want to bring it back up. The card has definitely gone up in value since its previous, you know, interactions in the format. But all right. Metanos Drytrons, $45. I feel like these have gone down pretty well. Drytron Medionis Draconis, $25. If there's ever a time I'd want to pick up one of these to have, now's a chance. $25 is pretty inviting. $11, $17, $14. Okay, so we got some steady movements on the back end department here. Not too bad for this, but I think that's essentially everything of value for Drytron. Yeah. Quadratus is $18, and then Ultra Metanuses are $8. Okay, Summon Limit Ultra Rares. I like the dip down here to the 550 mark, and then the immediate steep back up. Man, $750, $650. Yeah, these hit 10 to. Whew, man, that accelerates up to almost $11, and there's only 2 pages of these right now. That's just for the Heroes Revenge. Obviously, there are plenty of other versions available, but, like, that's kind of crazy. Wannabes are still floating about $1 plus now. I wanted to point this out because, you know, new format stuff here. A lot of people like, you know, like, is it worth it? It seems like, you know, good super rares have been actually. It's been very nice to see value being redistributed back through some of the lower ends of the set. So this is pretty cool. Heatwave is still ridiculous. I just wanted to point this out. You are looking at like $18 for a playset of this card just to be able to have it. And it's kind of crazy to me when you think about it at the end of the day. And then we also have Croissant Designator. Yes, the anti-fun card. These rocketed up. You're looking at $10, $11 right now, 12, 13. Wow. I mean, Gamer Choice is holding the line with 941 copies. Gonna be a while before those disappear, but, you know, when the line in the sand is very, very apparent, That's what you're looking at here. And then, of course, the Ultra versions down here also turning up. Both versions actually hitting up to the $10 mark. It took long enough, quite honestly. So what do you guys think about today's market? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.